What is going on, Neon Nation? Welcome back to the Neon Arcade for some more Cyberpunk 2077 lore and history. Today we're talking about one of my favorite elements of the Cyberpunk dystopia, the MAX TAC squad, including their role in handling one of the biggest modern day threats to Night City citizens, Cyberpsychos, and the particularly insidious mental condition of Cyberpsychosis. One of the biggest threats emerging from the technological revolution of the 2020s is combating the mental dissociation attributed to heavy augmentation of the human body. Each time a human being parts with any piece of meat in favor of metal, the possibility that they could fall into cyberpsychosis rises. Some are more susceptible than others. Having a nihilistic worldview, for example, can accelerate the manifestation of cyberpsychosis versus someone who is more empathetic by nature. Teetering the dark side of transhumanism, cyberpsychosis presents itself in a multitude of ways. Muted expressions include becoming more reclusive, emotionally numb, and even kleptomania. In more extreme cases where body composition favors metal over meat, and you've tipped the humanity index scales, violence, bloodlust, and murderous thoughts take over the mind. The first signs of cyberpsychosis is not sleeping, avoiding spending time with family and friends and socializing, and even abstaining from pleasures of the flesh. Corporations and governments do keep track of those who are on the verge of cyberpsychosis, and will reach out if they know you're a highly augmented individual. Ripperdocs, however, will typically keep you off any watch lists. This is especially handy for those who want to fly under the radar of these omnipresent forces. To combat cyberpsychos and their inevitable murderous rampages, the NCPD's elite force, the MAX TAC, are called in, equipped with the biggest and baddest weaponry and vehicles to neutralize the threat. The issue here is that many MAX TAC officers are highly augmented by nature, and teeter the line of psychosis themselves. Cyberpsychos and the MAX TAC are different sides of the same coin. Those who are walking the line of their psychosis, and those who have mastered it for the time being, typically through the brute force of drugs, stims, brain dance, or otherwise. The MAX TAC was originally a division of the SWAT, but has earned its own distinct designation as a separate division under the Tactical Division of the NCPD alongside the RIDE and SWAT teams. Through the years after the collapse and into the 2040s, the MAX TAC was the only division of the NCPD with any semblance of purity, led by the incorruptible Commander Max Hammerman. They are the hardest hitting police entity in the Cyberpunk universe, and rival the highest ranking corporate and military security personnel. They are also occasionally used as a higher form of the SWAT. In whatever operations the SWAT fails at, MAX TAC is called in to remedy the situation. In cases where there is a rampaging cyberpsycho, the target is usually killed outright, but in other circumstances they're captured, their cybernetics are deactivated, and they're forced to see a cyberpsychologist. Braindance rehabilitation is the most common form of rehab under the guidance of the cyberpsychologist. The issue with cyberpsychos, however, is getting them in for treatment. Best case scenario though, the innate humanity within the subject reemerges, and they're slowly integrated back into society. Sometimes that reintegration is onto the other side of the coin, the MAX TAC side. As always, thank you guys so much for watching. For more Cyberpunk lore just like this, consider joining Neon Nation by subscribing to the Neon Arcade.